Alright, my name is Erica Temple, and for my presentation I decided to do my project on Xavier Dolan, who was a French filmmaker from Canada. And I decided to choose him because after seeing his movie and realizing that not only did he write the script, but he directed and starred in it, it was really impressive to me, and to also see other movies that he's accomplished at such a young age. His films also I find very interesting because I feel like they're more modern and they're very deep, and there's a lot of like psychology that goes into it, and I thought it was interesting. Like I said, I mean, he is so good at everything that he does, and he does so many things. He's an actor, writer, director, producer, costume designer. The movie I decided to focus on was his first film, I Killed My Mother, because I just appreciate the film's honesty and the modern day hardships, and the fact that he was so young when he released the film. This film, it was, like I said, it was his first film. He wrote from the perspective of Huber, his main character. He wrote the script at the age of 16 and directed and starred in the film at 20. So the basic idea of the film is it's about a teenage boy who has a difficult relationship with his mother. They argue constantly. He feels disconnected from her. She refuses to compromise with him, but at the same time, he's kind of a bratty kid. He feels misunderstood. I mean, at the end, they obviously love each other no matter what, but they just can never seem to come to a compromise. He actually has a boyfriend, and he keeps this a secret from his mother. When she does find out about his boyfriend, she is very heartbroken that he never told her. In the film, his mother sends him away to a boarding school. At the end of the film, after he is beat up by a group of boys, his boyfriend actually comes and gets him, and they escape to be, quote, in his kingdom. His mother eventually finds out where that is, and that's the home that he grew up with his mother and father. At the end of the film, it shows videos of him and his mother playing when he was a kid. So this film actually won a lot of awards. At the Cannes Film Festival, it received an 8-minute standing ovation. And many different people in Hollywood have praised his film. Peter Burnett of The Hollywood Reporter, funny and audacious. Alan Hunter of Screen International said that it had the sting of shrewdly observed truth. The film won many awards. 6 of the awards were from the International Film Festival. The main themes, I think I would break it down to 2 main themes. I would say that it has to do with the mother and son relationship and homosexuality. Obviously, I think the main theme is the mother and son relationship, because throughout the film we see the film from the perspective of not only the son, but we see it from the mother and how she's dealing with this struggle with her son and not being able to feel connected to her son. We also see it from Huber's perspective as he complains to his friends and his teachers and his boyfriend about their issues. But obviously at the end of the film we can see that no matter what, they love each other deeply. They are a mother and son, and despite everything, they do love each other. I think homosexuality, I would say, is like another main theme, because Dolan is gay, and he's openly gay with himself. He doesn't tell his mother because he doesn't really open up to his mother. But, you know, when she does find out, she is hurt that he didn't tell her, but she is accepting towards it. And at the end of the film, like, he does run away with his boyfriend and feels safe with him. In an interview that Dolan did, he speaks on how this was based on his life, and he talked about how his mother saw the film. And apparently she didn't really think that that was reflective of who she was, but he did, and he said I didn't get too much deep into it after the film was made. His take on the theme of homosexuality, I thought this was very interesting, because people would say, like, he was, like, somewhat of, like, a pioneer of queer cinema. But, you know, he just puts it as that his generation is sexual and more open, than generations before him, and that although he's not ashamed of being gay, he's not trying to make a point in adding homosexuality to his film. He's just saying that this is who he is and this is the movie, and there's nothing past that. And of course, the importance in French cinema history. Obviously, this film was released in 2009, so it hasn't had a lot of time to make an impact in French cinema yet, but his films, I believe, will go down in history as being really reflective of this generation and just the acceptance that this generation has on different sexualities and gender identity and just being real and not sugarcoating everything. And I think that his films are they're very raw and very real. And I think that that will be his importance in the history of French cinema. And I think that's something that people will remember him for.